Good morning, everyone. How are you today? Tell me what you're grateful for. Today I was shuffling the cards. I always shuffle them, I hold them, I spread them out, but as I was shuffling, multiple cards were popping out of the deck. So we actually have 11 messages today, and they all are about growth. So I'm going to stop right into the cards today. If you're here, say good morning, say hello. So the first cards are my angel cards that I pulled. So they're both about letting go and about growth. So as we start to feel the things we're feeling, it's important for us to feel them and work through them and let them go. So the first card is about forgiveness. So it says, ask the angels to clear your mind and body of past pain in exchange for peacefulness. Now, when they talk about forgiveness, it's not about our ability to forgive others. It's about forgiving for our inner peace. So when we hold things against others for whatever experience has happened in our life, good morning, Juliana. When we hold on to this, we're holding on to anger, we're holding on to pain, we're holding on to fear. And as we do that, we're hurting ourselves. So we want to make sure that we work through this pain, we work through and forgive. I believe that a lot of times when people show up in our lives to teach us things, and sometimes those are painful lessons, they're things that we came here to learn and grow in this lifetime. So being able to shift our mindset and our perception around our experiences in life really helps us to heal and to grow and to move forward. The next angel card, two of them both fell out together, is called Clear Yourself. So this is asking the angels to release any toxic energies that you may have absorbed. So with this card, our angels, and we all have angels, are here to help us. Some of our angels are our loved ones who have passed away and are in spirit. Some of them are angels that are people we have never met. They are here to help us, so we just need to ask. I often get messages that say to leave our troubles to our angels and focus on ourselves and what we want to bring into our life, and our angels will help us to clear those. The next card that came up, and this is my numerology deck, is change. So I know change means different things to different people. The one thing I wanted to talk about was our perception of change. So I know people who, when change comes up, get really, really anxious. It's like things are out of their control and they're uncomfortable, and the anxiety starts, and then the overthinking, and then we develop this pattern and cycle. And all we're doing is escalating that anxiety in our lives. I like to view change as an opportunity. So when changes are happening around us and they're things that we can't control, there's always something, I believe there's always something good that will come out of things. And sometimes we struggle through these things, but know that the good will come out. And it's being able to focus on those things. And that's where gratitude really comes in, to really help us keep our mindset focused on the positive as we work through the things that we're struggling with. The next card that came up, and this is from my Crazy Sexy Love Notes deck, is A New Day. So I'm actually going to read the message on this one. It says, let go of what was in order to make room for what's to come. It may be time to release a relationship that's run its course, a job that's lost its luster, or a depleting commitment. The past is over, what's done is done. Acknowledge these feelings, learn from the experience, and give yourself permission to release any negative emotions or guilt. When one area of our life falls apart, a new opportunity falls into place. So understanding that's the cycle of our life and being able to work through things, embrace each day as a new opportunity. to let go of the things that no longer serve us, and to embrace new opportunities and possibilities into our life. Things are always changing around us, and some of us get stuck because we create anxiety. So know that new opportunities are there each day, and be able to focus and be open to allowing those into our lives. The next cards start to help us as we shift. So in my Goddess deck, the card that came up this morning is adaptability. So we need to be able to, when we're changing and there's changes happening around us, we need to be able to adapt to things into our lives. And this is all about how we cope with things and being able to understand our perception of the reality we're creating in our lives. This is where self-care really comes in. And my butterfly card this morning is all about self-care. And butterflies are also all about transformation. So being able to be adaptable and open, I think part of it is to have a solid routine still that we keep going every day. So a lot of us are either working more hours now, or we're out of work, or we're separated from our families. So having some kind of consistent schedule or routine every day where we can work on that is what's important. So for me, with self-care, some of the things I do on a routine is I practice gratitude every morning. I practice and create positive affirmation statements. I draw these cards. Actually, part of my self-care is also doing these lives. It keeps me in routine, in schedule, and I'm also helping others, which makes me feel good. Meditation, getting outside, even just for a few minutes, walk around the block, go out and sit in your yard, do something and keep it a routine. I've started now because I found I was sleeping until like 8 or 9 in the morning, and normally I'm up at 4:30. I've started setting my alarm now for 7:30, so I can get up, I can have my coffee. If it's sunny out, I'll go out and enjoy the sun for a few minutes. Just keeping that routine is important for us. It helps us to keep peacefulness and calmness within us too. The next two cards that go together, we have, and this is from my well-being deck, the Law of Attraction card. So the Law of Attraction, the most powerful universal law, is my friend. So we create our reality with every thought. By the universal law of attraction, you are attracting the essence of whatever you are, giving your attention to the wanted or unwanted. And this is where it's important for us to work through the stuff we're holding on to, but also to give our attention to the things that we want in our life. It's important for us to be aware of what we're focusing our attention on. And this can be something you focus on every day. So if you're doing something and all of a sudden you start to feel anxious, or you start to feel uneasy, anger, whatever those emotions are, or happy, it's important to recognize those thoughts and focus. See if you can shift your focus into something positive for yourself. So it doesn't mean we're going to ignore the stuff that bothers us. It's trying to work through and heal that so that we can move forward in a positive direction. The next card that came up, and this is from my Crazy Sexy Love Notes deck, says it's time to rise. I really love the message on this one, so I'm going to read it for you. No matter what's happening in our lives, we always have the potential to rise above it. Rising is one powerful choice away. Rise out of our negative thoughts or our limiting beliefs. Rise out of our comfort zone or our complaints. Rise out of our slump or out of the potato chip bag. Get up and rise. What are you waiting for? And this is important. It shows about our thoughts and how we can choose what we focus our attention on. We can choose to get uncomfortable. And getting uncomfortable often requires us to have patience with ourselves and to be strong. And it's there for growth. So for me, when I'm doing things, example lives, I don't like doing them. They make me really uncomfortable, but I'm forcing myself to do it with the intent of helping others. But as I'm helping others, I'm also growing. It gets a little easier. This morning, I think I sat for maybe 5 or 10 minutes before I did my live and just focused on calming and my breath because it's really uncomfortable. So the next cards also focus on our purpose and what we want to bring into our life. So with my How to Love Yourself card, so this is my Louise Hay deck, I have abundance in all areas of my life. I claim abundance for myself right here and right now. I deserve to be prosperous. I deserve my good. So this is about knowing our worth and our value and not allowing others to dictate that or our experiences in life. We are all worthy of abundance, and there is plenty of abundance for everyone. So being able to get our mindset into that, allowing abundance into our lives. I remember when I was struggling, and this went on for years, I would feel really worried that if I focused on happiness, I focused on the good things in my life, then something bad would happen. So I never allowed myself to be happy and to have good things come to me. What I was actually doing was blocking that good and bringing that bad into my life, what I viewed as bad. And I got stuck in that struggle. So finally, learning that lesson and working through it, I was able to break that cycle and that pattern in my life. So now I know, and I've done a lot of work on myself with self-care and letting go of a lot, that I can now focus on bringing that abundance into my life and helping others to do it too. The next card, and it's the same from my Louise Hay deck, is I let my light shine. I am wonderful. I rejoice in the truth of my being. I accept it and so and let it be. So this is about us embracing our lives, using our skills, our experiences to help others. So letting our light shine. The other thing energetically that I believe is that when we are focusing on our light shining, we're raising our energy vibration. And as we do that, we're helping others. One example that comes to my mind is for any of you out there that have children and have children that are very sensitive. This can be emotionally sensitive or their sensory is very sensitive. When you put them in a room together in school, you're going to have children that really struggle. And the reason they're struggling is everyone else's energy. They're absorbing it. And so they get uncomfortable, they get anxious, they're feeling everyone's stuff. So when they do that, their behavior starts to change. You might have children that kind of shut down. You might have children that act out behaviorally because of all this energy around them. So being able to kind of keep energy in balance. So we can help our children with that. One of the things that we use is crystals. So selenite, crystals, I took a crystal healing course a few years ago and learned a lot about the different properties because everything has energy. So for me, we use selenite. This is my selenite wand or rod to clear energy. And it really helps to ground us, to have us feel more balanced. So we have a ritual here where my son is very sensitive. So we have crystals by our door. He has has some in his room where we use those to help to keep our energy in balance. And it really works. There's a lot of great content out there from different holistic healers on crystals and their power. We do go into that a little bit with my business partner Amanda on Shine. Her knowledge of crystals is way more extensive than mine. And being able to use these things to help us, they're all tools. The last card that I'm pulling, And this is another one that fell out of my well-being deck, and we've already had this one come up. My purpose in life is joy. So the basis of your life is freedom. The purpose of your life is joy. You are free to choose new avenues for joy, and in your joyous growth, you will add to the experience of all that is. And this again is all about our mindset and creating that shift where we look for opportunities for joy in our life. We need to find that joy within us. So many people are out there looking for their joy, their happiness in other things. They'll never find it unless they find it within themselves. And this is where self-care comes into play. We shift our mindset, we bring that joy in, we feel it within, and then we create those experiences to bring us joy in life. So on that note, I'm going to leave that with you. Have an inspiring day. I'm not sure what the weather's like where you are, but I am in the Niagara area and it's sunny out. It's beautiful. I spent some time outside with my dogs this morning. Catch some fresh air and sunshine if you get a chance today. Have an inspiring day.